Hey guys, welcome back to Neverdigup channel. It's Timmy Boy T. I'm your host here on the CraftyMynes server. And we're expecting a major update tomorrow, the 1.19, and I don't know if that means nobody has said anything whether CraftyMynes is going to reset the server or not. I don't think they will, but just in case, I thought maybe I'd do a base tour. So we got the crafting room over here, and usually you'll find my name above my crafting room, just in case you find a base and you don't want to grief it because it's me, your pal. You can just look for that. At any rate, my bases almost always start above a spawner, not above a spawner, at a spawner, so that I can have some experience to start enchanting gear right off the bat. So this is the first spawner that I found that was far enough away from spawn to be suitable for a base. And I made an access tunnel back here. So I was having trouble for a little while. They would get stuck on this spot because the water doesn't flow through, and there might be some other way to do it. But what I did is used a turtle egg. I did eventually find out that it has to be 3 spaces tall. They need to have room to jump on the egg in order to be attracted to it, so that works pretty good. I had a piston here to try to unclog it when it got clogged before, but I don't have to use that anymore. Turn this off. Oh, I had already turned it off. Okay. We'll clear these guys out. And then we'll go have a look around. So we've got some villagers over here to get rid of the flesh and to buy or to trade emeralds for some armor and tools. And then here's the sorter. And I love just coming here and throwing things into this. Do I have flesh sorted? We'll find out. And then it just goes into the appropriate chest over here. I have way too much kelp here. You can see all the stuff I have sorted by the blocks, and then we also have ender pearls, all this stuff here. I guess I didn't have flesh sorted. I have so much caught with deep slate that I had to make another chest for it. And I haven't made a place for coral yet. Maybe I will. These are the empty ones. And this is stuff that's overflowed. So I didn't have rotten flesh sorted out yet. And I guess I don't have ink sacks sorted out yet either. The dried kelp's actually overflowing. And I don't have slime box sorted out yet either. Okay, so just got some stuff over here, some banners, mostly from the crafty crates. I made these ones because I like them. And then this is where I put the cats, nice and far away so I don't have to hear them meowing all the time. Don't have any dogs yet. There's the bees. The turtle farm over here, so I could use the scoots to make a helmet. And then we have the obligatory wool farm. Back here's the mushrooms. And I'm surprised that Endermen like mushrooms so much. Look, they're all carrying mushrooms. Oh, I should probably go out the way I came in. So let's just make our way around, I guess. Mostly everything that I build is functional. It's for a reason. It's not made to look pretty. But I did see a video with this giant cat monument and just had to have it. So I built that just for looks. Well, mostly just for looks. And I spent much less time building the cat than I did digging out the area for it to go in. It took forever, several hours, at least 6 hours. I think it was actually much more than 6 hours, just to dig the hole. And then we got this, the secret cave. Same thing, I saw something that I thought looked really cute. I just wanted a place to put it. So I dug a hole back here to put the Buddha. And it's a nice place to put my axolotls. Is that a blue one? Nice. The stalagmites, I think. Mites. I can't remember if it's stalagmite or stalactite. But yeah, they're really slow to grow, so you can't just place this. I had to wait for that to grow. That took a really long time. And then I have a true secret room back here. Well, I mean, it's not very secret, is it? It has a lever back here. And we got the slime farm. So the slime farm hasn't been very effective for the longest time. And then about maybe 3 weeks ago, maybe it could have been a month ago, all of a sudden it started working. And I don't know what changed. I think maybe the render distance on the server finally got relaxed a little bit or something. Because all of a sudden I started getting slime. And then I put the golems in because it made it worthwhile to actually work on this thing. So the golems attract them and they come off even more quickly. So the slime farm's actually viable now. And then just for fun, I put a conduit back here. It doesn't really serve any purpose, but there it is. Got a cactus farm back there. Those are pretty common. I didn't build an access way, so I guess I'm not going to show that off. Manual bone mill. Just put things in here that I want to get rid of. They go into a hopper, into a composter. Sugarcane comes out here. Got the farm behind there. And there's also a pumpkin farm back here that comes out there. Let's take a quick look at those, I guess. So this is the sugarcane farm. You guys probably saw those before. And actually the iron farm is right next to it. So this is where the golems fall down the chute. And this is where the villagers and the zombie are. So again, this is slightly my own design. I saw one like this that had the golems would spawn off to the side in a little square. I'm not even sure if that's more efficient. It seems to me this might be more efficient this way. And then for the holding room, you can see that that was 3 high. I put beds and slabs on the bottom to make it 2.5 so that iron golems can't spawn in there, and it's just too tall out here, so that prevents spawning. I guess while we're here, we'll go look at the pumpkin farm. So I've got all this for pumpkins to grow. I'm going to trade the pumpkins for emeralds. And this is the zombie that I used to infect the villagers before I cured them all. So let's see, making our way around. Did we look at the iron farm? This is my iron farm. The golems fall in there. Seems like whenever I'm waiting for one, nothing comes out, and then I start to wonder if it's broken. It can't be broken. There's a lot of iron in there. Alright, so yeah, so these guys are all farmers. There's 4 on that side of the collection chest, and there's 4 on this side, so 8 total. Every day I can trade 3 stacks of pumpkins for 3 stacks of emeralds. And then I got the librarian traders over here for the spells. All of these are 1 emerald trades. And this is most of the stuff I care about. If there's anything else, I just have to get it the old-fashioned way. On the enchanting table. Now I'm wondering, is this thing broken? Did you guys hear anything? Has a golem come down here yet? The only reason it should break is if there's another golem in the area. Alright, well that was slow. So we get the kelp farm over here. So this is the collection area. I put some lights there to show when it's starting to fill. It's actually important that this only delivers when the cart is full. So there's a circuit here that releases that when it's absolutely full. And then there's the appropriate number of, what are these called? Whatever these cookers are. So that it uses the optimal amount of dry kelp for cooking the kelp. Otherwise, if you just do it randomly, you could spend more kelp than it's worth trying to cook the kelp. And this is where it all grows back here. I put jack-o'-lanterns in to try to light things up so that glow squids wouldn't spawn. And until a recent patch, I think they were still spawning in there. So I had to sort it out. I had built this room up above. where it's sorted out the glow ink sacks, because if you get one glow ink sack in the system down there, it'll just screw the whole thing up. Then that cart would try to deliver into these hoppers or into the system with glow ink sack, and it would gum everything up, clog it, and the whole thing would break. So I think that's mostly everything on this side. I just put an on-off switch on this portal, which is nice. I like that. I don't like listening to it, so it's nice to be able to turn it off. So here's my nether hub. On this side we have the Trident Farm, and we have the gunpowder farm over here. We can dispense a boat and go. I started building this with blue ice, but it was very expensive. I didn't have enough blue ice to finish it, and it was actually, I think it was too fast. It was very squirrely. You can see, even with this packed ice, that it's kind of squirrely and hard to keep going straight without turning in circles. So I really don't mind the packed ice. I think it works fine, and it's much easier to get than the blue ice. All right. Farm. I just AFK back here, and then they fall right on that shelf back there. So sometimes I use these hoppers and soul campfires. I put the campfires up there, and I put the hoppers underneath going into the chest, and I can just AFK. But other times I'll AFK like this, with just the shelf there. And I'll come around every 15 or 20 minutes or something and take a look. If there's a lot in there, I'll just kill them manually. So here comes one. You have to pick it up manually, though, if you're going to do that. Oh, I don't have my armor right now. Okay. So I'll show you upstairs. I actually put some circuits and stuff in here so I can stop things from dropping. So in case I get a charge creeper, I can close this so nothing will drop out. And then if I wanted to, I can invert the lights up here, because this section doesn't have any fence gates. It can spawn any kind of mob. And if I have a charge creeper down below, then I want to stop charging. I want to stop spawning creepers for a little while, so the light comes on this side. But we don't have a charge creeper, so we'll turn that light. We'll put these lights back the way they were. Can I not do a button with my sword? Is that what was going on there? Alright, so lights on that side, off on that side, that's good. But the rest of the pads look like this. So there's trap doors on both sides. The only thing that can spawn are creepers. And this is my own design. So I have a circle around the cat that fears the creeper. And then he'll try to find a place to pathfind to get away from that cat. And he'll actually, sometimes he'll choose a spot that he wants to go to on the other side over here, and then he'll try to run through and fall down the hatch. I wish he'd do it right now while we're watching, but I guess he doesn't want to. And as soon as we stopped looking, he ran off. That's fine. So there they are. This works much better when there aren't many people online. We'll just go back to where we came. I do have another area that I plan to add to the nether hub. assuming the server doesn't reset tomorrow, I have a glow squid section for ink. And it's really not very far away. I can walk there from the base, but might as well add it. It'll be fun to have another destination down here. Okay, we're back. We just passed some piglins. I don't know if you saw them in it. They were a blink of the eye off to the left side. I came across them while I was digging this, and this is a what do they call this? Oh, I can't hit. I was about to hit F3 and bring up the HUD so I could see what it's called. Oh, crimson, not forest, right? Crimson something biome. So those nasty pigs and piglins and everything spawn throughout this whole, everything I dug here, the whole thing falls in that biome. And that's why there's buttons on the ice too, to prevent spawning. Alright, so we went to the gunpowder farm. This is the crown farm for tridents. They spawned up on the roof. Let's go inside. So they spawn in there, you just whack them with the sword. And the drops come down here. So here's some of the recent loot. I've already emptied probably a double chest worth of tridents. I get a lot of copper and nautilus shells in here, and we get some fishing rods. Yeah, usually they're dropping so quickly that I can't even sleep. I just keep trying to kill them all and then try to sleep immediately, but they just keep dropping. So it's kind of amazing that not even one has dropped in there right now. And I'll go down the manual ladder over here so we can get a look at it from outside. Oh, they're spawning now. So at the bottom, this is all flowing water, so they spawn in there. When they get to the bottom, they hit the fence gates and they fall through and they can't get back up. And then there's a turtle egg in here that they pathfind to, and they end up in an item elevator that goes to the top. It's a design I saw online. I copied it almost exactly. I made mine exactly four chunks. I think the tutorial had it a little bit larger than that, but this works perfectly. This is all river biome. And you can see them spawning in there. In fact, I think that guy might have a trident. Does it look like it? I guess we can go look at the ink farm too while we're at it. Might as well. Last stop. I don't have a way to get outside of it except to go to the top of the world and fly there with my elytra. And it's actually not very far. It's really close. In fact, it would probably take me the same amount of time to put my elytra on, go to my ejection tunnel, and fly over here than it does to just go straight here and walk. We're getting there. Am I running? Because it doesn't feel like I'm running. And already at this point, right at the bottom of the stairs, these things are probably starting to spawn. But then for some reason when I get close, they stop. It's really weird. I found that and it was by accident, I was going back and forth to my base and I'd get here and find out a lot of squid spawned. But then when I got here and watched, nothing spawns. I could stand here all day and probably never see anything spawn. I put lights down here too so I can see which ones are full. If the light's on, the chest is full. I guess while I'm at it, I'll show off some of my riches. Because if we get an update, this stuff will all be gone tomorrow too. This is mostly iron. Excuse me, I got one snow block in there, I think. Bunch of anvils. This is all iron too. I got too much iron already. Gunpowder. Why are those guys so loud? Aren't they loud? Oh, my volume's up too high. Volume on my computer too high, that's why. Some eggs here, fox, pig, 2 sheep spawn eggs, 2 rabbit spawn eggs, goat, and 2 squid, oh, and a panda spawn egg. And then we got all this magical stuff. What do you call these? Lore, excuse me, I think they call them lore items. Because they're enchanted. Well, those don't show, they don't have like purple text, they don't show that they're enchanted, but they look all shiny. Got chirped a couple times, and a voucher. This one's coal, obsidian, crying obsidian. Sacks. Some tinted glass in there. Mostly food, leather and saddles, some wood, emergency wood, couple leads. Redstone. It's really convenient to make a bunch of redstone stuff, and then when you go to build, you already have all the things you need. Build much faster. Oranges, exciting stuff, elytra, some shulker shells, various random stuff in here. The yellow stuff, gold, glowstone, some name tags, blaze rods, enchanted golden apples. Slime blocks, some emeralds. This is why I just put my beacon in here because I used the. Why did I put my beacon in here? I don't remember. It made sense at the time. Soul tokens, and then I've got one of each color axolotl here. This is plant stuff. Different kinds of seeds. Got some heads here. Got 7 creeper heads, couple zombie heads, 3 skeleton skulls, and 12 wither skulls, plus assorted either player heads or mostly decorations from the crafty crate. Okay, we got the diamonds in here. Excuse me, diamond armor. For some reason I have an extra pickaxe in there. Netherite stuff. Gotta keep it in escape. Lots of lapis and some. Well, I have more blue ice than I thought I had. I could have used blue ice for the nether. I'll use it for something else, I guess. This is just extra. Take that out. I had extra armor in there, but consolidated it in here. flowers and dye stuff. There's some of the tridents that I already removed. Empty. When I go wild, I need to have leather boots on because you don't want to go wild and end up on some powdered snow and fall to your death. So, yeah, nobody knows what I'm going on. Alright, so that's about it. I've got random loot in some of these other chests. I think that'll do it. Appreciate you guys coming along. Hope you enjoyed the base tour. Good luck on the 1.19 wild update. Hopefully it doesn't reset, but just in case. Anyway, Timmy Boy T, reminding you, always remember, never dig up.